Oh, that was crispy. Oh. So let's get into it. Right now, we're going to be talking about what got me out of Star Wars, or at least what got me out of modern day Star Wars. See, ever since I was a little young lad, I was brought up to love Star Wars. My dad brought me up. The first game I ever played was Star Wars Battlefront on the PlayStation 2. It was the best. I was playing split screen. I was on Bespin. I was on Renvar. I was everywhere, man, playing split screen with my pops. Little baby guy, little tiny little tyke going around killing everything. From there, I just fell in love with Star Wars. I got to see episode 3 in the theater. I'm pretty sure. I completely forget. I was like 4 or something. But it was just great. I look back on those times so just wonderfully. Star Wars was such a magic. The art direction, the music, dude. Come, John Williams on the mic, hitting the little, just insane. Absolute insanity. It was some of the best times of my life, really. And I mean, obviously, being a young little guy. Who's a LaCroix fan out there? Who's sipping on LaCroix? Hey, sip on LaCroix for me. If you were around during that time, you may remember a much edgier Star Wars than we have today. I'm talking that Darth Vader helmet with the flames. I'm talking Cade Skywalker, the comic books, insane. The games, insane. Do you remember Republic Commando? Stabbing a guy in the fucking head and just getting splashed all in your face and goes, the windshield wiper? Insanity. The best times ever. KOTOR. I mean, there was so much, it was just raw. An artist could come into Star Wars and really tell their own story the way they wanted to tell it. There was no, well, that's not with the brand. I mean, I'm sure, there's no, like hardcore porn or something, you know what I'm saying? But that being said, I do have an official Star Wars book over yonder with tits in it. I'm not sure if it's official Star Wars. It's like an art collection of like concept art, I'm pretty sure, but that's insane. So even they did everything. There was no, that's off limits. There was, nice, wholesome, clean Star Wars. That has its place. It's beautiful. I love that. They had edgy Star Wars, and I really love that. The crazy shit, doing drugs, blowing up planets, killing people, ripping out their jaws, ripping out the heart of a Wampa, I think it was, in a Darth Maul book. Dude, so much awesome stuff. And then, what was it? Was it 2015 when they bought Star Wars? I think it was. Even as a little kid, I was in middle school at the time, and I remember hearing Star Wars got bought by Disney. My first instinct was, don't they make princess movies? So even then I was like, granted, it's like little kid, like, that's for freaking girls, Disney. But even then I was not hyped for it. Little me knew something was afoot. Something didn't smell quite right. Something smelled foul. Something smelled like a fart, and I did not want to see who shit. So I was curious because it's Star Wars. I was like, maybe it's Star Wars. How can they fuck it up, right? It's Star Wars. Then the first little bit of concept art came out. I'll put it on the screen if I can find it. It'll be hard to because it's a million years old now for internet age. But it was a concept art for the new Stormtrooper armor. And it had the helmet on. It looked like it was on Bespin or something. It was like they're very white background. And my first instinct, even with like nostalgia or whatever it's called, like hype at an all-time high, like you're like, what's new Star Wars? What's new Star Wars? And it comes out, you're like automatically going to like it. I looked at it and I thought to myself, that looks retarded. You look stupid as fuck. I was not happy about it at all. I was like, that's fucking lame, dude. That's lame. So right then it was off to a bad start. I was like, why would you switch up the helmets? You have such a good base design to go off of here. And granted, Phase 2 Clone Trooper, nobody here doesn't know ball, so we all know what that is. But it's such a weird turn. And this is coming from a guy who really, really likes it whenever they went out of their way to change the helmets, but like kept the same design. I'm talking Phase 3 Clone Trooper armor, like in the Force Unleashed games, or in some of I think some comics looked into it. At the very least, some fan-made comics did. I'm talking Imperial Navy Commandos, epic. I'm talking Fell Empire Stormtrooper helmets when they like adapted them for alien heads and stuff. That's amazing. It all had that type of amazing soul to it. Star Wars had its own soul. It had its own art direction. Certain things followed certain cliches. I know there's a better word for them. I'm going blank at the moment. The same through line throughout certain things was there. Rebels had a certain look to them, had a certain bit of collectivist ideals that was refined down to certain things, like even Spec Force Commandos with the awesome black helmets. Like that was so out of the ordinary for Rebels, but it still fit because it was like it would make sense. They would get their best stuff to their best soldiers. And then you go from the Empire Stormtrooper helmet, iconic, most iconic thing ever. I'm a prequels guy, but even I can agree that's like, you think Star Wars, you probably think Stormtrooper first, just because that's the first thing anyone ever saw. But you go from that, and then you're following a warlord city-state of Imperial guys, which that's fine, but they threw the entire design out the window, and they come back with this weird like bubble armor. It's like it's too smooth. It's too fucking smooth, dude. It looks like they like rolled it out of a barrel or something. It looks like it's made out of Play-Doh. I don't know how to say it. It's too smooth, too shiny, too fucking round. It's lame. Everything that connects. I feel as though everyone should be able to agree that it is the lamest, most boo-boo ass, boring design for any of the like trooper guys. You know, stormtroopers, clone troopers, Sith troopers, any add a trooper in there. First Order trooper, who gives a fuck? Even the First Order, that name is retarded. I'm so like, who? Republic, it is a republic. Empire, it is a empire. Rebellion, guess what the fuck they do? First Order? I'm not against factions having like unique names, but just throwing it out there like, what? What the fuck are you first to? You're the most recent empire. You're not the Order? What the fuck? Did Palpatine not bring order? The name doesn't make fucking sense, dude. What are you? You're not first to shit. What are you? You're the Order? So are you like an order of knights? Because no, you're not. You have one Sith guy and one clone, I guess? When all this stuff came out, that's whenever I fell out of love with Star Wars. The art direction was out the fucking window. They were bringing back shit in different ways just to fuck with you. They threw the EU in the trash, which is fucking crazy. I don't care if you're the most loyal Disney dick sucker in the world. Why the fuck would you buy something for, what was it? A fucking like $1 billion or something? A ridiculous amount of money to buy this property. And you throw away 90% of it for what? Because you think you can do it better? Man, really worked out for you, didn't it? 3 flops in a row. And it's even worse because like people went to go see them. The movies on paper are successful. Will they be successful a decade or two down the line? I fucking hope not. I don't think they will. All they are is just a worse version of everything, dragging everything through the mud and rehashing shit that was in the EU, but so much worse. Imagine to yourself, you, Mr. Audience, you have $1 billion. You bought Star Wars for $1 billion, or however much it was. It was something ridiculous. Why would you think throwing that shit away is a good idea? What are you? Is something stupid up there? Something gone wrong? Oh, ridiculous. Not only that, like if you want to do your own thing, sure, fine. Go right on ahead. Why cut it off completely? Why cut it off completely, sweep it under the rug, and don't do shit with it for, it's been like over 10 years, yeah? Yeah, it has. It's insane. They've not done a damn thing with it. They've like a couple of action figures. Who gives a fuck? That's really it. Action figures, re-released a couple of comic books and epic collections. Why not continue that story? Other universes have multiple like things. You already have the stupid fucking like Legends cut off. You paint all over everything, looks ugly as shit. Just continue it. Get your money's worth. You're already making money off of it. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I feel like I saw somewhere that their most well-earning books are the Legends books. So they're still making money off of it. Matter of fact, they're making the most money off of those books compared to all their new shit. if that's true. Granted, I might be wrong. If that is the case, the level of like egotistical, narcissistic retardation you have to like, this thing, it's been around for what, 50 years, 60 years? Star's been around for a long ass time. That's a lot of games that need sequels or just need new games. That's a lot of books that a lot of people have fallen in love with, a lot of comics, all just gone. For what? For the First Order? For the Resistance? Dude. For Ben Skywalker? I hope he fucks my wife. I love Kylo Ren. Where's my soy milk? That's all it is. So yeah, in conclusion here, sorry to go off on a whole tirade. The art direction's fucked. All the new aliens have a certain like fetal alcohol syndrome look to them, and I really don't dig it. It's fucking stupid. There's no like, say what you will about George Lucas, about what you like about his movies, what he doesn't. Everything he did was not to appease a boardroom of soulless elites. It was to make something he felt proud of and something he thought was artistically cool. The Killiks, if you know who they are, they're like weird ant bug people who are a hive mind. That's awesome. So many like weird giant aliens that are very unique and they work unique. They have their own planets, their own societies, they have all this. And then we just get like big guy with horns on his heads and a beer gut. Fucking prostitutes in that one cantina in Force Awakens. You get what's her name? You get the bitch with the glasses. You get her, wrinkly, weird orange lady. You get Babu the Freak, dude. It's just, it sucks. It sucks so bad. Makes me sad because everything a part of this universe, the music, the people, a part of it, the stories being told. I'm making a Star Wars game myself. Don't kill me, Disney. I'm making a Star Wars mod myself with a big team of my friends. And the only people keeping the expanded universe alive are the fans who've seen what Star Wars has become, like myself, and realized they're not making anything new. They're ruining what I love. They're killing all the best characters. They're just shoving shit down our throats. The last frontier for someone like me who's played the games, almost all the games, who's watched their movies, you know, the 2005 Clone Wars, 3 Clone Wars, and understand that the last frontier for us as fans is the books. I've got an insanely large collection of books over there. I've got 3 bookshelves full of books, and I'm whittling away at them. And I feel as though I'm confident I'll have enough Star Wars for the rest of my life, hopefully, if I take my time and I don't like spurg out. But that's the last place we have. The games that already exist, the books you have not read, but you definitely should. I will keep making Star Wars videos. I'd like to make a lot on a lot of mods, some games I like, you know, go to whatever little spotlight I can give a little spotlight to these mods that need, you know, a little bit more attention. Maybe some Lego stuff, you know, whatever I really care about, you know. To end this video, I'd like you to, don't worry about liking or all that shit. Who cares? Think about something in Star Wars that is underappreciated that you could share with a friend who's super into Star Wars, or find a book. There's a lot of good ones. So that was a holonet. Bye!